Hey everyone, welcome back. Sorry for the technical difficulty that I had. This is part 2 of the Arapuca Bird trap. But yeah, I had some phone difficulties. That's what I've been filming on, is my phone here. But I don't have no fancy cameras or nothing like that. And even got a homemade stand for my phone here. But what I started is you see me collecting materials and to make the Arapuca bird trap, and I started to assemble it. I got like 3 tiers in. I actually built the whole thing. Leave that, the whole thing. And I actually built the whole thing. Then I looked up at the camera, and guess what? It was off. And then I watched it again. And I just started the trap. Didn't even get finished. And boy, I'm gonna tell you, I was fit to be tied too. I was like, oh, I said a few choice words. I'm not gonna say it right now though. But anyway, we're gonna start all over again with constructing this thing. You see me gathering the stuff. So, and like I said before, it's got. See, I got the string. I'm not using national cordage right now. I'm using bank line. But like I said earlier, if I had to use natural cordage and make it myself, I could, but it takes me a little while. I'm not very fast at it. And but anyway, here's the part. Hopefully you'll be able to see this a lot better. I'm gonna try to do this right here. You can see. Let's see right here. Let's try this. Look, you can see square. Anyway, as you can see, when I was doing it earlier, I was laying it across, and then I cut it. I lay it across and cut it, just so I can. That way you have it long and you only cut what you need. Because it's hard to do these traps if you go, I need 2 of these, I need 2 a little shorter, a little shorter, a little shorter, till you get down to a piece about this big. It's aggravating. So if you got a long piece, just lay it on there, cut it, lay it back on there, cut it. It's whatever. Anyway, you get the idea, right? So what I'm gonna do, we'll get these 2 long ones. Lay them on here. Then I'm gonna find the 2 next long ones. Go up under everything. Slide it to the edge. Go up. Yeah, if you can see this, I'm going up under. Slide to the edge. See, and what it's doing is making a log cabin. So you can see, and then the string's still in the middle. And you just keep repeating till you're all the way to the top. So go under, slide to the edge. Go under, slide to the edge. And the higher you go, the tighter the string's getting. So that's what's holding it all together. Under. These 2. Work. And if it moves, don't worry about it, just slide it back. Sorry if you hear some background noise, I'm having to do this right here. See, it's getting taller. See, it's getting taller. And you can see the string's getting tight too. Okay, let's see here. See, it's getting tighter too. Look at that. See, and here's the bird trap. See, and as you can see, the string's got it tight on top. So the next thing we're gonna do a trigger mechanism. You can actually use the figure 4 with this that I showed in the other video, but you only got 1 point for something to grab the food. With this particular setup, I like to have 2 sticks, like at a Y, like this. See, I got these 2 sticks, and what I do is I make them like this, and that's what's going to hold your trigger stick up. That way, whatever something comes by, they have to jump on this, move this. They have to go under it or over it on each side or either side. That way, you got 2 triggers for 1 trigger stick. And I'll show you. That's a little tedious, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you after I get it. After I get it put together, I'll show you how it works. But the trigger mechanism itself is very simple. The trigger mechanism is basically just 2 sticks, and what I did was, you see just the little L notches on them, and all it is this right here. The L notches are going to connect like this. See that? There's a ledge and that. So basically what it is, it sets on there just like this, and it's leaning like this, and this stick is actually setting on that ledge. You can see right there. And what's going to happen is, while it's set, these sticks here are actually going to be pushing on this to keep it from going, keep it from triggering. So whenever something comes across the stick and hits it, falls off, this trigger mechanism is just going to fall and collapse on itself. So it's pretty simple, down and dirty, easy to do. So the trick is getting it set, because it may fall a few times before you get it just right, and you want it just where it's like at a hair trigger. So if something goes in there, it'll just barely touch it and then fall. So let's see if we can set this up. Hang on. Got it the wrong way. There we go. This is this is the hard part. Ta-da! Got it. It's not easy. But anyway, let me grab this real quick, and that way you can see it. See? Here's the trigger mechanism. You see how it's holding it on there? It's almost open, like right here. And then you see the two sticks holding it on there. Alright, let me find another stick. Here we go. There's another stick right here. Sorry about all the jerking and everything. I'm having to hold the phone right now. So, this is how we do it. But anyway, for the bird trap, say let me set it like this. Say the bird's coming in like this, and the bird sees the bird feed, and then it falls, and that's how it goes back on it. I hope you got that. But I can set it back up and try it again. But let me see if I can set the thing down. Find something to prop it. I hate these little phones. And find me something to prop this up on where you can watch me set it again. Well, there is a bush. Okay, here we go. Set this trap. And set this real trigger like. You just take 2 points. Oh, don't fall. Okay. See, this is why it's so tedious. You have to get it where it just does catch. There. Alright, see that? See how? Oh, let me hang on, let me move that. Anyway, see how this right here's already got the broke? And you set it real close. And say, here's the bird. The bird's going. Catches on here. Got him. It's dinner. Anyway, that's the Arapuca bird trap. And you can set some of these. You're not